Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today we are going to look at what it's going to take for you to move forward, to get forward with your goals, move toward your goals. So I've got 3 groups for you. These cards represent an energy within the reading. Certainly not the whole reading, but it does represent an energy in the reading. But I want you to look at each card and find one that resonates with you on some level. Whether it's the picture, the name, the colors in it, whatever it is. Let your intuition guide you. So group 1 is ocean. Group 2 is snail. And group 3 is bench. All right. So once you pick your card, pick your group, just go into the description box, click on the timestamp, and it will take you right to your reading. And I will see you there. All right, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 1. All right, so we're going to take a look at what you need to do to move closer to your goals, move forward. I'm just going to cleanse this space a little bit. This is, that's lavender, and I just dried lavender, and I just light it and let it burn and smoke. So the card that you saw when you picked what group to watch is ocean. And this will play some role in your reading. I'm going to set that there for now. And I'm going to start with some tarot cards, but I've got some oracle cards here, and then I have some final advice cards at the end. All right, let's start with your tarot. We have the Ace of Swords reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. I'll pull some clarifying cards on these as we go, but first I'm going to pull out your oracle cards and see what's going on here. But this is interesting. All right. Your first card is uncertainty. Choose who you will become. And we have new life. Interesting. Oh, look at this. This may mean something to somebody or may mean something to everybody. Both of these cards are number 39. When you add these up, first of all, you got 3 3s here, right? 4 3s. When you add it up, it's 12, which reduces down to another 3. I don't know. So 3s might be very important to you, or 39, or 9. Anyway, it's interesting synchronicity there. All right. Then we have full moon in Pisces, balance spirituality and practicality. We have Desiree. No, conditions aren't favorable right now. Wait or look into other options and ask the angels to help guide and comfort you. Okay. Then we have the Unicorn, good fortune and friendship. And Fire, reckless actions lead to conflict. Interesting, interesting. I'll put this over here. All right, so I'm going to start with your tarot, and we'll go through these. So the position of these cards are set up to be more or less beginning, middle, end. So beginning being either now or recently, right? But there's some indecision here. there's what I'm hearing is there's a lack of thinking things through thoroughly. I'm also hearing there's a lack of, don't shoot the messenger, a lack of intelligent motivation or intelligent ambition, meaning your thoughts are getting in the way. You're not thinking forwardly. You're not thinking positively. You're not imagining the future enough. It feels a little bit stuck. And then we have the Queen of Cups reversed. As you get a little further along in your journey towards your goal, you may find yourself feeling a little detached. That's what I'm hearing. Detached from family, detached from loved ones. They're saying detached from the life you once loved. And that's not an accident, because you're meant to have a new life. And these two cards really, they fit very, very well with your first two tarot cards. You have uncertainty, not knowing really what your purpose is, what you want, how to get there. But you are meant to have a new life. And in order to get there, one of the things that will either happen or that you will do is you will find yourself pulling back from the life you have now. Don't let that scare you. I'm sure it sounds awful, but once you're there, it will happen so organically and naturally, and it will feel right and it will be right. So don't worry about that. Anyone who is meant to be in your life will stay in your life or will return to you. Those who no longer fit your path will fall away. And that's okay. That needs to be okay. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. You couldn't ask for a better final card here. It's things turning in your favor. It's this uncertainty and this solitude coming full circle and bringing blessings. Bringing a whole new world. Don't make me start singing Aladdin. Because it's immediately what popped in my head. Sorry, y'all. All right, I'm going to pull some clarifying tarot just to get a little deeper on those messages. And then we'll talk more about these oracle cards that are here. All right. So we have the Ace of Swords reversed and the Page of Swords reversed. Again, a lot of uncertainty. Things right now probably feel very delayed, very slow moving. And you've got your angels here saying, look, it's not the right time. Maybe you're looking in the wrong direction. Not to say that whatever your goals and dreams are wrong, but your goals and dreams might not be big enough. Or they just might not be clear to you yet. And they're saying, you'll see. You'll see. Just trust. Just trust. But there's lots of uncertainty. There's lots of... It's like a feeling of being unsure if you're headed in the right direction or not, or if you're headed in any direction or not. Because things are sort of stalled. All right. Spirit, can we get a card, please, for the Queen of Cups reversed? and we have the Hierophant reversed. Again, it's this, any commitments that you have, not all your commitments, you know, I'm not saying if you're married that you're going to get divorced, but these connections that you have now, you may find some separation happening, some detaching from that. You know, they're telling me with this Queen of Cups, it may feel, you know, like you're losing this cup of emotion, this cup of emotional fulfillment. As people maybe leave your life, or as you pull away, or as things change. But they're telling me to look at this Ocean card and say, forget about the cup. Forget about the cup. Some things have to come and go in our lives. Don't focus on this cup that you're losing, because you're gaining an ocean. You're gaining an ocean. And once this ocean starts to move and pick up speed, there's going to be no stopping it. It will have a force all of its own. And it will take over your life in a good way, in a very good way. And it will be incredible, incredible. So when this happens, don't hang on too tightly to those things that are pulling away or just dissipating. You know, if friends get busy and they kind of go in different directions, or activities you once loved no longer hold appeal for you, don't dwell on those things. Don't let yourself get depressed. Because what you're meant to do here is to grow and to go within and to heal, so that you're ready for this Wheel of Fortune when it comes. All right, Spirit, can you give us a card, please, for the Wheel of Fortune? We have Six of Swords reversed. Things are going to change, but what you'll find as things change is, what I'm hearing is the saying, the more things change, the more they stay the same. And I don't think that's exactly what this is saying. So just give me just 1 second. Okay, they're saying as you come full circle and your dreams start to manifest and this ocean picks up speed, what you'll find is that parts of your life here that you had to release will return. Parts of your life that you love, but that you had to separate from, will find their way back to you. So this isn't an ending, it's a pause. All right, they want to pull one more card as an advice card for you. King of Swords reversed. They're saying, don't let your logical mind, your thoughts, rule you. And then they're telling me to look at this. You need to balance practicality, logical thinking, the way we live our lives normally, which is putting things in place and following a plan. Balance that with your spirituality. Especially as things come to a close, as this is a full moon in Pisces. So as things feel like they're ending here, and in some ways they are, you're being reminded to find balance in that. And don't let any negative thoughts get in the way of your progress. So, we talked about these cards here. We're going to talk about these now. The Unicorn, good fortune and friendship, and fire. Reckless actions lead to conflict. Okay, what I'm hearing is there is an opportunity to lead the life that you have been dreaming of. But it doesn't come without compromise. If you try to force your way through, if you try to make demands, if you try to control the situation and decide how things are going to go, it could lead to trouble. It could lead to challenges, we'll say that, challenges that then need to be overcome. So focus on compromise. Focus on listening to your intuition, listening to people around you that you trust. But don't listen too closely. In other words, hear people, take their advice, but follow your own advice. And know that Spirit is helping you. They're leading you. But most definitely don't get impatient or mostly impatient about it. That's what leads to this fire, this reckless action, is being impatient for things to happen quickly, for things to happen too soon, sooner than they should, sooner than they are meant to. There's a time for everything, and you have to trust a little bit. So be patient, compromise, follow your inner guidance instead of your ego's fears. And then you have the Unicorn, which is telling me that in order to, number one, find your purpose, really narrow down what it is you are supposed to do, within your dreams and your goals, the number one thing you have to do is be yourself. Be your own unique self. Don't copy anybody else. Don't look at somebody else's path and try to emulate it. Certainly don't look at somebody else's path and compare yourself, because you are no comparison. You are a unicorn. You're unique. You're one of a kind. And so is your path. If you focus on what makes you different, you will find a way toward your goals that are you'll find a way toward your goals that is more complete, more fulfilling, more tangible is what I'm hearing. In other words, it's going to get you there. It's going to get you there, and it's going to get you there faster. And then we have good fortune and friendship. So whatever your goals are, your dreams are, you're going to get there by being you. And don't worry that, friends will judge you, family will judge you, that you may not make it, that you may not be successful. You will be. Good fortune and friendship. People will be inspired by your ability to be yourself and to put yourself out there in a way that no one else ever has. And if you don't know what that means right now, ask people. Ask people you trust. Like, what is different about me? What makes me different than so-and-so or, somebody else? What do you think is unique about me if you don't know that about yourself? My guess is if you spend a little time going within, you probably already know. And they're saying don't be afraid of that. It can be scary to be the first one to do something. To be the first one to do something a certain way. To do it your way. But that's what makes you work. That's what makes your dreams work. That is what will make you best of class, is what I just heard. So don't play it safe. Don't be reckless and impatient, but don't play it safe when it comes to being yourself. All right, we got some final messages here. Advice and insight here. All right. We have future you now. You're already that person, right? You're already that person. You're already the unicorn. You're deserving. You've arrived. Your bucket list, achieving your dream. You need to, right now you're having a hard time visualizing it. You're having a hard time nailing it down exactly how something should look. Focus on who you are rather than what you want to do, because what you want to do will evolve from who you are. And you're already that person. And then just start imagining, if you can't imagine what your dream will look like exactly, just imagine what it will feel like. Imagine it's already here. That your dreams are already here. What does that feel like? Okay. I want to give you another one. Surprise. In a way that you wouldn't expect, a gift from the universe, intense twist of fate, and eclipse news. So some things are going to happen that you aren't expecting. We also have a couple of eclipses coming up, depending on when you're watching this video, of course. But as I'm recording this, we're looking at a full moon eclipse coming up near the end of May, and a solar eclipse in June. So the eclipses may have they may trigger some changes for you, some surprise manifestations for you. If you're watching this after that, it doesn't have to be about the eclipse. It is about the universe surprising you and giving you what you least expect when you least expect it. In a good way. All right, let's get you one more here. And then we have giving and receiving. Everything is energy, reciprocity, give, receive easily to others and yourself, random acts of kindness. And a lot of that I think comes back to here. Be careful how you treat others. on your journey. I don't think you would ever intentionally like railroad over someone, but when we're impatient to get to our goals, we can sometimes forget how our actions affect others. Best way to counteract this is to consciously give. Random acts of kindness. Give more than you get. And the universe will find a way to pay you back and then some. It's a way of you telling the universe that you trust. You trust that you won't be forgotten. You trust that the good you do today will not go unnoticed. All right, y'all. I hope that was helpful. I hope that gave you a little bit of insight and some movement toward what you need to do. And drop me a note in the comments if you want to. I'd love to know actually what your dreams are and how all of this sort of plays into it. All right. Thanks for being here, y'all. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 2. Okay, we're going to take a look at what you need to do to move forward, move towards your goals. So I've got some oracle cards here. I've also got some tarot and some advice cards. But for starters, the card that you picked when you were choosing your group is the snail. And this will have some relevance to your reading, but we'll find out more when we get into it. So I'm going to actually start with your tarot cards, and then we'll get your oracle cards out on the table. We have Six of Swords reversed, King of Swords reversed, and the Moon reversed. All right, let's get your oracle cards. So we've got such a curious dream, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. Exchanging gifts. And we have a new romantic cycle begins in the new moon in Libra. New moon in Libra. Shanti. I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead. Who doesn't want that? Love, true love and fidelity. In the shield, you are safe from harm. All right. Give me just 1 second while I take these in, and we'll talk about what's going on here. So what I'm hearing, what I'm hearing is, for you, there is a cycle of poverty thinking, or just poverty, but I believe it's poverty thinking that needs to be overcome in order to truly move forward. And it's okay for this to be moving slowly. Everything's happening in the right time. So we're going to start with your tarot cards. These cards are sort of set up in a beginning, middle, end progression here. This is most likely where you are now or where you will be soon. Six of Swords reversed. what it's telling me and what I'm hearing is this is a message of going back to where you came from. Now that could be physically, you could be returning to a city, a home, a place that where you used to live, or a job you used to work at. But what it's really telling me is that you are being directed back to face old hurts, to face old traumas. So it doesn't have to be a physical movement. It's like a healing movement. It's an inner movement. So, the Six of Swords normally is about moving away from choppy waters and going to calmer waters, going to a better place. But what they're saying is, you're not ready yet for that. Before you can move forward, you have to heal the past. You have to get through that first. And then we move into this King of Swords reversed energy. And what I'm hearing is this is an energy of feeling a lack of control in your own life. This is mental. I'm not saying you're mental. This is mental, meaning it's not true. You have much more control than you think you do. But your thoughts are creating that reality for you. And then we move into the Moon card reversed. And this is going to bring clarity. I'm going to pull some... I'm sorry, I think they're trying to sell me something else about this card. Hold on one second. Oh, they're saying this is a chance to see things for what they really are and then move forward. This is the tipping point for you. Once you start to see things for what they really are instead of how you are imagining them or trying to just avoid them, that's the tipping point. That's when doors will bust open. That's when things will change. All right, Spirit, can you give us a card, please, for the Six of Swords reversed? Let's see what else we can see about this. Two of Wands reversed. Okay, what I'm getting is that whatever your situation is or was, it was uncomfortable for you. And your instincts told you to go, to get away, to avoid this situation, to get away from this situation, to essentially run away from it. But this universe, spirit, is pulling you back. And they're saying, stop looking for what's next. And go back. And fix what is. In your own heart and your own mind. You need to fix what is before you can move forward. All right, Spirit, can you give me a card, please, for the King of Swords reversed? and Page of Cups. All right. There's a moment that's going to come where you're going to find yourself feeling like you're out of control, like your life is out of your control. You may not be out of control, but your life feels out of your control. You are, you're thinking the worst. You can't get negative scenarios out of your head. But a moment comes here, and it may be initiated by someone else. I feel like someone is going to come to you. They may apologize. They may tell you like an emotional truth that sort of changes your perspective. They're going to come to you with their heart in their hand. And what they tell you is going to change how you feel about you. And they're telling me to look at this card, this new moon in Libra. Now, this could happen when there is a new moon in Libra or in Libra time. Doesn't have to be. It's really more about the sign of what the sign of Libra represents, which is balance. And I know I saw balance here somewhere. Didn't I? Maybe not. Maybe I'm just imagining it. I think I was looking at this and seeing, grounding, returning to reality, coming home. We'll talk about that in a second. But what I'm hearing with this new romantic cycle begins. Granted, this may be a time when you meet someone and, brings love into your life. Yes, that could happen. But that's not what this reading is about. This reading is about you and your goals and your dreams. And what they're telling me is this is a new cycle of love for you. This is a time, when this happens, it opens you up to loving yourself again, to feeling good about yourself again. And we've got love here again, true love and fidelity. Again, you may find a love interest in your life while this is happening, and they may help you towards your goal. But what they're telling me is what needs to happen and what will happen is that you are going to learn how to love yourself. And that will open you up. And that will also lead you to the next stage in your, towards your dreams, where you have more clarity, where you start to see things as they really are. All right. Spirit, can you give us a card, please, for the moon reversed? King of Wands reversed. Okay. So you're going to see things the way they really are. And what it's going to do is show you that you no longer need to force change to happen. You no longer need to run away. You're going to find yourself in a place of allowing instead of instigating. And that's when things are going to suddenly get easier for you. You're going to find this peace and this contentment and this ability to slow down and stop running. You'll find this new tranquility, and the road ahead will become smoother. It'll become easier. So whatever your dreams are, and you know what they are, feel free to share them with me in the comments because I would love to know. Whatever they are, Spirit is saying, before you can get there, I know this is not what you want to hear. Before you can get there, you have to go back and heal yourself. Look at yourself in the mirror. Learn to love yourself. Find a way to say goodbye to situations that still trigger you. That happened so long ago, but still trigger you. They still cause you to doubt yourself. And sometimes they cause you to hate yourself. You can't get where you want to go from there. You can't. That's what Spirit is saying. You have to go back and face it before you can move on from it. All right, they want to give you another tarot card. Six of Wands reversed. Clarify that. The Chariot. All right. What they're saying here, first of all, the Six of Wands reversed is not, it's being so close to victory. But what they're telling me is, you have to be willing to accept the way things were. Whatever things that you consider failure in your life, things that you feel like didn't go the way you wanted, things you did that you feel like you wish you could go back and redo. You have to accept those situations as being part of your journey. Accept that failure is part of the journey. And that's when everything will change. Things will speed up. So you're the snail right now. It's very Saturnian energy that you've got going on here. When Saturn hits your sign or triggers some of your natal planets, there's a lot of go back and do it again, go back and do it again, go back and fix it, go back and get it right. A lot. I hate to say, but you are probably in the middle of that right now. But Saturn never puts you through these trials and tests without showing up with a giant reward at the end. Just do the work. Do the hard stuff. Be patient. Do what's being asked of you. Trust that it's coming, because man, oh man, is it coming. Like this Chariot, once the doors open, phew, there's no holding you back. All right, Spirit, anything else on those? Right, they're saying you can see what's in front of you, what you want. You can see that. But what you can't see is what's behind you. And in your situation, they want you to pay attention to what is behind you, because what is behind you is tripping you up. and holding you back. So we've got such a curious dream. So you're dreaming of the future. But what you need to do is return to reality. Ground yourself. Come home to yourself. Heal. And then we have exchanging gifts. As you heal and love yourself more, you will find you're better able to give to your future, to give to yourself, to give to the people in your life. The universe is a give and take. And there's more surprises in it for you than you realize. But it does have to be an exchange. And we talked about this romantic cycle, learning to love yourself in a new way with this new moon. Finding that breakthrough and that smoother road ahead. Again, loving yourself. And then the shield. This shield is telling me two things. Number one is you're safe from harm. Going back and facing your fears. Going back and looking at the things that trigger you. Looking at the wounds that you have not been able to get over. The cycles in your life that keep returning and tripping you up. Going back and facing them and tackling them is not going to hurt you. You're safe. They want you to do this. It's important. The other thing I'm seeing with this shield is, again, it's that Saturnian energy. It's that block. It's that, you cannot pass. Thou shalt not pass. I don't know what even that's from, but thou shalt not pass. It's from something. Y'all know. My brain is not there. I remember things, but not all the things. So anyway, it's again that Saturnian energy where they're holding up the shield and blocking you. You have to go back. If you want to get to your dreams, you have to go back and face those things that you don't like about yourself, about your childhood, about your past, whatever it is. The braver you are, and the sooner you can do that, the quicker things will progress for you. All right, let's get some final messages for you. We have the next step. Daily steps toward your dream, manageable goals, mentorship, doors opening, and success. You know what the next step is. You can stall, you can wait, you can avoid. But until you take this next step, it's not going to happen. Okay, let's get another one. Happiness. Combine talent with passion, live your dreams, helping others, gratitude journal, and self-love. Self-love, big one, big one, big one, big one. Helping others, giving back, self-love. Start a gratitude journal. Start an I love me journal. Sounds super woo-woo and hokey, but honestly, I bet it will work. What are the things you love about yourself? Write one thing down a day. I bet it could change your life. As hokey as it sounds, I bet it could change your life because you need it. You need that. Okay, let's get another one. And love where you are. Appreciate your current circumstances. Ask yourself why you want what you want. See the beauty in it all. Love where you are. Before you can move forward, you have to love where you are. And you have to love who you are. I know it's the same. I keep saying the same thing over and over again, but they keep giving me the same message. So I figure you maybe need to hear it a couple of times. All right, y'all. That's all I've got for you, but I hope that was helpful. I hope it gives you the insight and the impetus you need to do what you got to do. Because you got this. You can do this. And you're more amazing than you realize. All right, y'all. Thanks for being here. We'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. All right, we're going to take a look at what you need to do to move forward, move towards your dreams. So we've got some oracle cards here and some tarot cards and some advice cards. But for starters, the card that you saw, that you chose when choosing what group to listen to watch, is the bench. And we'll know more about how this applies to your situation and your reading as we get some cards on the table. So I'm going to start with your tarot, and we'll go from there. We have 5 of Swords, the Lovers, and Ace of Wands reversed. All right, get your oracle cards out. We have, you are rare and free. There are not many like you. A change in the wind. Oh, and I actually pulled 2 moon cards for you, so you got 2 moon cards. We have the North Node, step out of your comfort zone, and full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. Celeste, a happy move to a new home or place of employment is in the works. This movement will usher in positive new energy. The hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. In the wolf, beware who you trust. All right, give me just a minute. Let me take these in and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay. All right, I'm going to start with your tarot cards, and I'll get some, clarity on these. We'll put some more cards on it. But for starters, let me just tell you, they're laid out like in a progression, sort of beginning, middle, end. Where you are right now, or will be soon, is this 5 of Swords energy. It's an energy of wanting to walk away from something that is uncomfortable, that is feeling a little toxic. It doesn't feel good for you. It feels like a loss, and you're wanting to walk away. In fact, you may be walking away from a situation. As you progress along, you move toward the Lover's card. The Lover's card is a decision. It's a commitment to a way of life. It's a commitment to a path. And it's a choice that you're going to make that will help move your situation forward. And then we have the Ace of Wands reverse. They're telling me this energy is, hold on. They're saying there's a lack of inspiration here that needs to be overcome. But you will. You'll get there. All right. Let's pull some more cards. Let's see what else is here. Spirit, can you give us a card, please, for the Five of Swords? Ten of Swords reversed. You're wanting to walk away. You may be in the process of walking away, but it's not quite, whatever the situation is, it hasn't quite ended yet. You're still there in some sense. If it's a job that you've left, it could just be mentally you're still there. In other words, you're still hanging on to that resentment, that sense of loss, that feeling like something has been stolen from you in a sense. So whether you're there still physically or just in your own head, it's still not quite over for you yet. They're saying you need to let it die. Let it die. Let it go. All right. Spirit, can you give us a card, please, for the Lovers? What can you tell us about this? Ace of Cups. An opportunity is going to come to you. It's going to come out of the blue, in a sense. They're saying it's going to come from the divine, meaning it's a gift. It's a gift from God. It's a gift from the universe. It's an opportunity to do and be what makes you happy, makes you happiest. It's an opportunity. Your job is not to find the opportunity. It's going to be handed to you. Going to be given to you. It's a gift, one you may not even see coming. Your job is to accept the gift, to choose it, to commit to it, and to move forward with it. You know, this gift may show up and you could be afraid, right? I mean, they're telling you need to learn to step out of your comfort zone. If you don't, you could find yourself pushing this gift away. You don't want to do that. I don't think you're going to do that. I think you're going to recognize it, and it may feel hard, it may feel risky, it may feel uncomfortable, but you're going to know in your gut that it's right and that you're protected. And I really believe you're going to go for it, because I don't see a sign here that says you're not going to go for it. Plus they're telling me. All right, Spirit, can you give me a card, please, for the Ace of Wands reversed? The Tower reversed. there's some resistance here. I see you choosing to follow this gift, and it's almost like you then get spooked and you start to second guess yourself and doubt yourself. And they're highlighting this card for me, and there's this, I'm going to read it to you again. You are rare and free. There are not many like you. They're reminding you that you are unique, that you are special, that this is meant for you, right? The hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. They are stepping in to help you. And it may have you feeling, you may end up feeling a little powerless, and it's because you're resisting this change. But this change is meant to happen. Look, a change in the wind, conclusion, step out of your comfort zone, movement. It could be movement to a new home, a new job. There's movement here. There's change here. It's not an accident. It's not a mistake. All right, pull a couple more cards here for you. All right, what they're telling me. Okay, you have a choice here. The Lover's card is a choice. You can choose to align with the gift, or you can choose fear. Remember that. It's a choice. This is not a given. You don't have to get to this energy where you're feeling powerless and you're feeling like you're afraid. You don't have to. Accept the gift and know that you're protected and know that you're being ushered into a new beginning. And then you can avoid this energy altogether. Then we have the Hanged Man reversed. And the High Priestess. Once you make the decision to accept this gift, to accept this offer, to accept this opportunity, whatever it is, and you'll know it's going to be big. Right? We're talking about full moon eclipse energy. Big endings that lead to a new beginning. Stepping out of your comfort zone. This is life path stuff. The North Node is your life path. It's what you are. It's what you are meant to learn in your lifetime. This is big. So once you choose, once this opportunity comes your way, and you'll know it by how you feel when it comes. Granted, now later, you might get scared to all hell about it. But when it shows up, you are going to feel like you're surrounded by angels and they've just poured buckets of gold on you. It'll feel like you won the lottery. It'll feel like you, like it can't even be real. It'll feel so good. And then you're going to be faced with doubts and you have to make a decision. But once you choose your future, you'll no longer feel stuck. You'll start to move forward because you'll have new perspective. And not only will you have new perspective, you'll have entirely new insight on your future, on your life. It could also be that your life path is in the spiritual field. For some of you, that is the case. And this is where all of this is leading. But even if you're not going into a healing field or a spiritual field, the High Priestess is your all-knowing energy. That trusting energy where you finally say, I'm not afraid anymore. I can move forward. I know this is where I'm supposed to be. So let me go through these cards a little bit for you. You know, we talked about you are rare and free. There are not many like you. You're unique. You're in a situation right now that has you feeling stuck and like you're in a toxic place. People are trying to, they may be trying to steal your ideas. They may be trying to steal credit for things that you've done. They may be trying to sabotage you. What I'm hearing is let it go. Because it's not where you're meant to be. It's not where you're meant to be. Things happen for a reason. You are rare and free. You are meant to move forward and out of that weird bubble that you're in. Because there's a change in the wind. Things are changing. And those changes are on your back. They're meant for you. And I also, we talk about how rare you are and how unique you are. And then it shows the zebra, and no two zebras their stripes are alike. We have conclusions are within reach and step out of your comfort zone. This is coming soon. This is not far, like way out in the future. This is coming soon, unless you resist it too much. Now, depending on when you're watching this video, there is a full moon eclipse coming end of May. That may be a trigger point for you when things start to happen. If you're watching this after that, it doesn't have to be on a full moon eclipse. Full moon eclipse is an energy of big endings that lead to big new beginnings, of the universe sort of ushering you into a new you, a new life. And it could be a move, a new home, a new job. It's taking you where you need to be so that you can step into your future and step into your dreams and goals. And I'm looking at this bench, and if you look, first of all, the bench is empty, and then we see 2 footprints. And what I'm being told is the time for waiting is over. You may have had to sit on this bench and wait for a while. This may have been going on for a while now. But you notice the bench is empty. All that's left are footprints. You're moving on. The hand of fate, forces beyond your control intervene. We talked about this. What's coming for you is meant for you. And then the wolf, beware who you trust. Now, I know if you're in this energy right now, in this toxic energy right now, you're feeling like this energy is about that. I'm telling you, it's not. This beware who you trust comes to this. The Tower reversed, the Ace of Wands reversed. Do not trust that dark, negative voice inside of you that tries to tell you you're not good enough, that this can't possibly work, that you don't deserve this. The universe does not hand out gifts every day, and they certainly do not hand out gifts of the magnitude that you're being given if, number 1, it's not meant for you, and number 2, you don't deserve it. You do. Do not trust that voice. It's lying to you. All right. I'm going to get some final messages here for you. All right. Sorry, they're just telling me something. They're saying no one is more powerful than your own mind is to you. Get the negative thoughts out of your head. They aren't serving you. And those negative thoughts have a lot of power. They could make or break this opportunity for you. Now, that said, what's meant for you will always be there for you. If you screw it up and you let your fear win, I believe the universe will find a way to help you through that and will bring you toward your future another way, another time. But seriously, why do you want to wait? Why do you want to go through all this again? I'm sure you don't. Who does? The universe is saying you're ready. You're ready. Don't be afraid. Your mind is very powerful. Be very, very aware of how you talk to yourself and how you talk about yourself and your dreams. All right. Highest expression, fulfilling your life purpose, soul contract, destiny, co-creating with the universe, bliss, knows worth. This is destiny in the making. You do have to know your worth. But this is a life purpose. This is not small energy. I'm telling you, it's not small energy. This is fate. This is the universe stepping in and saying, it's time. You're ready. Trust it. Negativity, distorted view, wounds, complaining, negative self-talk, self-sabotage, outside influences. Be gracious. Negativity. And we just talk about that. Turn it off. Turn it off. You have to. You want to know what you need to do to move toward your goal? Turn that off. Everything else will come to you. It will be handed to you. All you have to do is believe and trust and turn that negativity off. Sound like a broken record. Sorry, y'all. Daily habits, self-care, morning, evening, success routines, make healthy choices, cumulative effects, subliminals. Every day, every day, every day, every day, be aware, be conscious, treat yourself right. Make healthy choices, not just for your body, but for your mind. All right, they want to give you one more. They're saying start a gratitude journal. Or start a journal that imagines how it will be when your dreams come true. Like a vision board, but with writing. Or do a vision board. They really want you to focus more on the gift. Even if you don't know what the gift is yet. Focus on the gift that you're in your heart and in your gut you know is coming. Focus on that. That's how you get it to come faster. Mayhem. Your manifestation is happening. It is happening. It's imminent right now. The current issue reveals past wound, spiritual growth. Hang tight. There is a lot of spiritual growth here. But really, Manifestation is happening. Hang tight. Hang on. That's what I'm hearing. Hang on. It's coming, and it's coming fast. Be ready. Don't be afraid. Trust and know this is for you. Wow, y'all. Look, I'm a little jealous of your reading. This is damn good. You got this. Totally. Like, if you like, let me know in the comments what it is that you're dreaming of, because man, I want to say I hope you get it, but you're getting it, and it's going to happen soon. So good for you. I'm happy for you guys. All right. We will see you next time, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.